Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of What's the Story. Before we get started, I just want to say it's our last episode. I cannot believe that we are here. I want to thank every single person who has watched, shared, streamed, listened, whatever form that you've consumed this podcast in. And I want to thank all of the guests who have come on. So thank you so much. It has been so fun. I've worked really hard on this and I hope everyone's enjoyed. So without further ado, we have to end the podcast with a bang with one more Dubliner. We have Annie Elliott.
Hi.
Welcome.
How's it going?
God. Amazing.
Good.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Can't complain.
Yes.
Getting ready for graduation.
I know.
It's crazy.
I cannot believe we're about to graduate.
I know. Right around the corner.
It's literally a month. Yeah.
A month from tomorrow, right?
Oh my gosh.
Time flies when you're having fun.
When you're yeah, exactly. Exactly. And a year ago, we were almost getting ready to leave Dublin.
I know. It's so sad to think about, like, looking back at social media and you just see, like, the posts and Instagram stories and Snapchat stories.
It's, like, crazy. It's weird because it feels like a year has passed, but then other times I'm like, how has a year passed?
No, I agree. Especially certain nights when we were out and, like, traveling and stuff. I'm like, that was really so long ago and so much has happened since then. And I think being home, you also realize how quickly the time does go by.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But the thing is, like, with those really special nights, those memories stick with you for so long, and you can remember them so clearly. That's why they feel so recent.
Yeah, and then you just, like, start giggling in class because you're like, oh, I wish I was back.
I know. Well, before we get started with our words, I do want to ask, what kind of prompted you to apply for the program?
It was a variety of things. I definitely wanted to travel, but I also wanted it to correlate with my education. I also wanted a completely different experience. I knew a lot of people who were studying in different programs, and I was like, I just want something that's a bit different. Even like if I wasn't following my friends, I was like kind of doing something for myself, which was nice. And that's kind of what inspired me to do the program. I saw a board outside the Klein Go office last fall, and I like texted my dad. I was like, hey, what if I did that? And he immediately shot it down. Then I was like, hey, Mom, what do you think? And then she was like do it. She's like, you only get to go away like during college other than working and stuff. So I was like, you know what, it was the perfect opportunity. So I took it and ran with it.
Yes. Oh, wait, I love to hear that because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I did not.
I think there's something so special about the Dublin program with its kind of nicheness to it. Like, it's a hidden gem when it comes to study abroad programs.
I think it is, too.
It really allows people to make the most of it, too.
I would say it's probably one of the most immersive programs, maybe besides like Temple Japan. I would say it's probably one of the most immersive ones you can get because you're really put in the center of the action. Whereas like with Rome, you're with everyone that you already know. I mean, you're still immersed in a wonderful culture. We love Italy. Dublin City University, it's one of the top communication schools in Ireland, which is awesome.
Their education program was really good.
Chef's kiss.
It was awesome. I loved it.
It was fun. It was fun. The classes were fun. Yeah. So now we're going to get to our words. So you can grab the box and there's like a little pull tab and then you can pick our words.
Shopping. Oh my gosh. This is great. I did a lot of that in Dublin.
So did I.
We had so many shopping trips. We'd be like, yeah, let's just go to the city for a little while. And then of course.
Come back with bags.
Yeah, we come back with so many bags from like Pennies and stuff.
Pennies, Pull & Bear, Zara.
There are so many
Bershka.
shops. Yeah, Bershka. Oh my gosh. Blast from the past. Oh my gosh. How much shopping we did there was insane. But we had so much fun doing it. We'd lose each other in the stores.
I would have to text, where are y'all?
Yeah.
The Pennies on the main city center, that was huge.
That one was crazy, and it was like 3 stories.
Yeah, it was like 3 floors.
We could never find Allie.
I could never find it. And then you got to go to the shoe section.
Yeah, we would always have to walk around for like 20 minutes to find each other, or we'd just wait outside and be like, we're outside.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The amount of shopping we did. It was so much fun, though, because there were so many different styles and ways to coordinate outfits there that you would never think to do in America. Even the H&M on the other side of the river.
The like 4-story one.
Yeah, the one on the other side of the Liffey was so nice. And every month, they would have different styles. And I think H&M in Europe was so unique because each store had different selections.
Yes,
so it was so much more fun to kind of like go and explore and spend money. I mean, who doesn't like a little shopping spree?
I just thought it was really cool too because you could express kind of a different sense of style than normal. Like the guys make more of an effort there. Yeah. And the girls wear different outfits. I love the blazers. I thought that was
The
such a
blazers
cute
were
touch.
such a great touch to an outfit that, like, I started to do it. I was like, you
No,
know
it
what? I
always looked
can't
good.
hurt to have a blazer or two. It just amplifies an outfit and, like, makes it
Yeah.
more, like, it dresses up a casual outfit,
No, it
which I think
does.
is really nice.
Yeah, and I also liked just finding so many pieces that I will keep forever. Like, I
Yeah.
loved going thrifting there, too. It was a little pricier than I would say thrifting here, but I found some really cute sweaters and
Yeah.
great secondhand things, also in, like, very good condition.
No, that was the one thing. Everything was such high quality over
Yeah.
there. No, I love shopping in general. So being
Yeah.
over there and shopping, it was like, yes,
Well,
getting jewelry and like
Oh my
looking at different
gosh.
clothes. Every season was like, every week was a different season.
Every
It
week
was
a
so
different
much fun.
season.
No, I think even just the fashion there, I've taken home and kind of amplified into my
Yeah.
own style, which is cool.
No, and I would agree too. I feel like I changed my style a little bit since going there. I'm more into sweaters and flannels, and that because that's kind of what people wear there. I'm more into that now than I
Yeah.
used to be. Well, if you want to pick our
Oh my
next
gosh,
word,
I would love to. Organization. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is a fun word. Because there was so much organizing that went into it alone.
Yeah.
I think the entire program itself is based on organization.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you had to organize how we were getting there and all that stuff. Financing was a big part of it.
Yeah.
But also just organizing how you're going to do it, you know? What do you want to do? What do you want to see? I mean, that was something... Organization was such a massive part of my experience
Yeah.
there, I guess. I also found that also being disorganized was fun too.
Yeah.
Like not everything had to be planned like months in advance. I mean, we all went to Scotland, a group of us, and we planned that in what, 3 days
I don't
roughly?
even- it was a whirlwind.
It was so much fun, even though I booked the wrong room days.
Oh, shoot. I remember that.
Oh
Wait,
my
yeah, tell
God.
that story. That's such a fun
So
story.
we all went to Edinburgh for a weekend. We'd all stayed in the same hostel. We didn't fly out of Dublin until like 11 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty late.
And when we all went to go check in, the hostel workers were like, yeah, we don't have a reservation for you. I was so scared they're going to be like, go to the street, sleep outside.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
That could have been so bad. I had like the wrong days. I think we checked in on a Friday and we're leaving on a Sunday, but mine was for Saturday to Monday.
Yeah.
Thankfully they were so nice and it
were
all
very
worked out
accommodating.
and I had a place to sleep every night we were there. But that was so funny. Oh my God, I still like knock myself in the head for it.
Yeah.
Later on, like when I'd plan other trips, I made sure I was correct.
So
and
you
like,
never made that
triple-
mistake again.
Never
Yeah.
made it again. Never made it again, thankfully. But organization overall, I think, was more of a mental preparation than a physical one. Like, I think just being mentally prepared to, like, not see my family for that long, not seeing my dog for that long.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I'm really great with independence and being alone for a while. I look back on my program and I never have any regrets. The only regret is that I left. Like,
Exactly. That's how
and
I
I think
feel.
that means it was a really great time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was overly organized going into it. I kind of just went and lived it, you know? That's the only way. Because if you do everything meticulously before you get there, you don't have the time to, like, soak in the natural parts of it. No, I think some of my best times came from not being organized.
Yeah. No, and I like that. I think that's a great way to explain it because, like, organization doesn't always have to mean, like, a physical organization.
Yeah.
Like, having your room clean. My room was never clean.
Oh, my room was
we're
always
always
such a
back and forth,
mess.
traveling, doing this, doing that, doing that.
Yeah.
But, like, I think it's more of a mental thing. Staying organized in your head, you know, okay, I have schoolwork. I'm going to prioritize writing this essay, and then I'm going to plan my trip, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go do the class, go out with friends, you know, make food. Like,
It
it's
was
a
just
lot
an
of
organization of life, which I think
Yeah.
is going to help us better prepare for when we're out of college, too.
and with like multitasking.
Yeah,
and
I
being
think
more
just
independent.
prioritizing yourself for that long and like making sure you were all good. I mean, we really had nobody there. There were no like parents.
Yeah, there's no one
teachers,
really being like, okay, eat
yeah,
today, do
nobody was
this.
like, eat your 3 meals, honey,
Yeah.
and drink some water. It was more like, I have to prioritize those things and I have to be organized for myself.
Overall, I think organization is such a great thing to talk about because this really prepares you to be an adult. I feel confident that if I have to live alone, I'll be okay. And I'll be
Yeah.
able to survive and prioritize things because we lived alone in Dublin. Like, we
We
had
did
each
it.
other, but we were all in our own pods in our
Yeah.
own rooms, separate
And
rooms.
we had roommates, but we really didn't see them often.
Yeah.
And then they became our friends. I mean, especially your
Exactly.
roommates.
I
I
know.
loved your
My
roommates.
roommates, I love my roommates.
No,
Shout
but it
out
was...
Dermot and Allison.
Yeah, Dermot and Allison. I miss you guys. Being able to be by yourself and make new connections. I mean, I didn't even know the four of you,
No, you didn't
the
know,
three of
yeah.
you really before we even went over. And then it was like at the airport, we all just meshed together
Connected.
because of Pidge's cowtails.
Oh my god, the cowtails.
And I think that part of it really helped prepare us for like what's to come in the future.
Before we wrap up, I do have one more question for
Yeah.
you. And you definitely already hit on this and touched on this, but I just want to ask if you have anything else you want to say about it. Is why do you think studying abroad is so important for
Oh my
students
gosh.
to do?
I could write like 1,000-word essay, probably more than 1,000 words. I could write like 1,000,000-word essay about it. I think it really just helps you develop as a person. I think it especially helps you in immersing yourself in different cultures. And kind of like finding your roots. Like I have family throughout Ireland, so it was nice to kind of go back and see those places and be like, this is where like my family comes from. I think it just offers you a different perspective on life. It offers you so many different resources and ways of learning the world. Because people don't consume media the same way we do in America. It's so much different, especially politically. You notice all these different things and you understand that other countries' hardships and what they went through. And I think that allows you to kind of step back and realize that there is such a big world out there and that like it's expanded and grown so much, especially with social media. How many things we hear about now that we never would have heard of without the technology we do. And I think it really just makes you a more independent person. It shows you financial experience. It shows you independence. It shows you self-growth. And you notice it as soon as you come back in different relationships that you have with people and how you bring yourself about in life. And I think it's so, so worth it.
I agree. Well, thank you so much.
Of
Do you have any
course.
final thoughts?
Oh my gosh, just go. Do it.
Do
Do the darn thing.
Do
Go
it.
and do it.
Do the darn
like
thing.
apply. As soon as it opens, apply.
As soon
Do
as
it.
opens, apply. You will not regret it.
You will never regret it, I
You
promise
will
you.
not.
Because then you might meet a Jason.
Yeah, and
That's
you might meet
awesome.
an Amy, or an Allie, or a Pidge,
Or anybody.
or just anyone.
Anyone. You can meet anyone.
You can literally meet anyone.
You can meet your soulmate. Who knows?
It's true.
Who knows?
It's true. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Oh my god, of course.
So much
anytime.
fun.
Well, one last time from me and Annie. This has been What's the Story?
It is What's the Story?
Thank you, everyone. It was so much fun.
Bye.
Bye.